Alright, so welcome back for another Cherry Mobile Titan tutorial, and in this video I'll be showing you on how to change the DPI, swap your internal and external memory, and also on how to use the link2sd to expand your internal and to create a partition para dun yung matatransfer yung ibang data files nyo on the second partition. Alright, so to get started, you need first to root your phone, which is I have already created that, and you can check that out on my previous video, which is how to root the Cherry Mobile Titan. And there, after doing that, you can proceed with this process, which is we will be going to apply all the other settings to maximize your phone's capability and to truly enjoy your Cherry Mobile Titan. Alright, so I have included the download links on the description box, so you can check that out and you can download all the necessary files that we are going to be needing on this whole process ng ating tutorial. Alright, so once you have downloaded that file, you can extract that and you will see these files inside that. Alright, so that the Clockwork mod, which is this is a recovery stock ROM, and the other stuffs here that we are going to use later on. Alright, so here I'll be showing you first the actual output that we are going to outcome. So ito yung Cherry Mobile, which is, as you can see, I have a smaller icons here. So ibig sabihin, I have changed the DPI and I have set it to 6 columns and 7 rows. As you can see, I have installed the Nova launcher para mas ma-tweak ko yung different icons kasi yung stock na launcher natin is hindi capable of doing that stuff. Alright, so next is I'll be showing you storage. So system settings and then storage. As you can see, the storage now is the phone is 12 GB and SD is 2 GB, which is the original one. This one 12 GB yung aking SD card kasi I have a 16 GB of RAM or memory and I have swapped it with the phone storage. So nagpalit sila kaya nag-change yung settings nila. And also yung remaining 2 GB is nilagay ko sa external or additional partition ng link2sd. So here, as you can see, we will open the link2sd here. So as you can see, the SD card second partition is the SDEX2 and 2 GB or 2.69 GB ang nilagay ko doon or inallocate ko for that. And as you can see, medyo malinis yung internal ko and hindi nagka-clog na napupuno siya kasi nalipat sa second partition yung other apps that I have. And also yung SD card ko hindi napupuno and syempre yung 2 GB yun yung medyo napuno. Ayan, so there, and also yung PLAYSTORE natin is fully compatible. So I'll be just showing you that it is fully compatible by choosing the Angry Birds. So lahat ng version ng Angry Birds will be showing there, as you can see. Alright, so there, yan, compatible lahat. So now we need to first reboot our phone and flash the CWM Recovery, which is before we are using the mobile uncle, but I do not recommend it kasi once you have break your phone, for example, nagkamali kayo mag-flash, hindi nyo na mabubuksan. And ang disadvantage niya is software based siya or app based, which the problem is if hindi nyo nabuksan yung phone nyo, hindi nyo na ma-access yung app store nyo kasi nga hindi nga kayo na-open yung phone nyo. So you need to use the SP flash tool to be much specific or mas madali yung pag-access and easily siyang mapa-flash. So very easy to use lang naman siya. So I'll first shut down this. So power off. Alright, so after shutting down your phone, we need to flash it with the SP tool. So we need to open our phone and remove the battery and we will plug the USB here. Alright, so now you can proceed to the downloaded files. First open the VCOM, which is that will be the driver of the phone, and you're going to install the driver.exe and just yes, and then it will prompt to install the driver. Just wait for a couple of seconds, and there, it will install the Windows driver. Although sa akin naka-install na kasi kaya medyo mabilis, but in your case may magko-prompt dyan na you need to install a specific driver, which is you need to click yes on that, and it will just continue on this process. Right, so there. Now go back to the SP Flash tool, so just cancel this one, yeah. And this one, open nyo lang flash-tool.exe and right click, run as administrator. So yes ulit. And now this one will be clicking the scatter loading, and here kailangan nyo hanapin yung files natin, which is, for me, I have it on the tutorials, tutorial files, and Android scatter underscore emmc.txt. So you need to load that, and this one hanapin nyo ngayon yung recovery. So sa akin hindi lumabas yung recovery, so you need to click that and hanapin nyo yung recovery natin, which is this one, MI500 CWMR version 2. So that will be our recovery file. So yan na yung flash natin, ipa-flash natin sa phone natin. And this is a tricky part. So you need first to click download or press F9 and then yes. So once that is clicked, you need to put the battery on. Yan. So there. So once na nag-load na yun to 100% and may lalabas na green na circle, which is this one, download, okay. So ibig sabihin, you have already flashed the CWM on your phone, and as easy as that, nakabit nyo na yung CWM recovery. So now, what we are going to do is first format our SD card. So I will not be first copying the clockworks kasi papakita ko muna yung process nung pag-partition ng SD card para mamaya doon sa ating link2sd we will be continuously doing it. Alright, so first I need to remove my memory here. So, and I'll plug it first. And now, once detected yung aking SD card, I'll just have to open that here. As you can see, although may laman pa tong SD card ko, but I have already backed it up, kaya pwede ko siyang burahin ngayon. So now we need to open the mini partition wizard, which is a free application that you can download, and it's also on the description box where you can download the file. And this one, just yes, and now it will load the application. So now next is, I just close this. As you can see here, I have all my hard drives inserted on my computer. So take note that you might delete your hard drive if you will choose the wrong hard drive here. So you need to be careful when choosing the right SD card. So here, I know na 16 gigabytes yung aking SD card, kaya 14 GB. So I can delete this one. So delete all partitions. Click nyo yung icon ng hard drive, right click, delete all partitions. And are you sure? So there's no turning back. And yes, there. So now, ang kailangan ipiliin is yung bar ng unallocated, and then click the create or right click create, and we can set this to primary and then FAT32 and just name it SD, and you need to make it 12. So let's see, around 12,500 or 1222, something like that, yeah. So okay, and then now yung natitira, so almost 3 gigabyte, that's okay. So right click again, create, because couldn't recognize, remove, yes. So primary ulit, and then EX2, and now change it to 4 KB yung cluster size, and just press OK. So there, as you can see, it will format your SD card by clicking the apply here, and it will load all the settings that we need to do. Alright, so now that it has successfully changed the partition, you can now close this one and open again our files. So as you can see here, 11.9 ang aking SD card, which is I'm using the dongle ng Sun Broadband to use the USB card reader there. So I have inserted my micro SD there, and here what I'm going to do is I'll be copying these files, the clockwork mod, copy ko doon sa SD because this will be the recovery file para doon sa ating clockwork mod recovery later on. So there. So next is also you need to copy the bold fstub, which is this one. Right click, copy ulit, and then paste it on your SD. So for the fstub, that will be the file para mag-swap yung internal phone to the external phone memory, which is the SD card. So later on, makikita nyo yan. And also, pwede ko na rin i-copy yung aking titanium backup that I have. So I'll just copy that first. So here, I'll just paste it. So it will just continue later on the stuff that it's copying here. So there's a bunch of files that are still copying. So let's just wait for this to finish. Alright, so now once it's copied completely, so you need to insert it again to our mobile phone. Here. Okay. And we can now boot it to our CWM Recovery, which is nakopy na natin yung restore file. And yun yung gagamitin natin para makapag-boot tayo sa ating phone. Alright, so now just press power and then volume up. Sabay sila, pindutin. So there. So I'll just wipe again the data factory there. And then wipe hash partition, and then advance, wipe Vic hash, and go back. And now we need to backup and restore. Click restore, and now we have the clockwork backup, and click that and choose yes to restore, and it will load all the necessary restore files on your phone. Alright, so once restore is complete there, you need to reboot. So reboot system now. Alright, so once it's booted, as you can see, naka-restore siya sa pinaka-first look niya nung kabibili nyo pa lang yung Cherry Mobile Titan nyo. And kaibahan lang is there are some built-in apps na nakalagay, which is the Titanium, link2sd, root, toolbox lite. And here, as you can see, link2sd hindi natin kailangan install. But for the benefit of the others na kung sakaling wala pa kayong link2sd, all you have to do is just find the link2sd there and you can just install that. So here, nakalagin, I think nakalagin ng different account here. So I'll need to remove that. Alright, so just going back to the system account. So I'll just delete this first and connect my Wi-Fi on this one. Right, so just hold on for a couple of seconds. Alright, so I'm logged in now, so I'll check first again the Play Store. So link2sd, accept ko lang, yan, and then link2sd, as you can see, it's already installed. Alright, so there. Now, what we're going to do first is we're going to apply the link2sd. Yeah, so link2sd here. So as you can see, at magko-prompt kung anong partition na gusto yung gamitin, which is we will be using the ex2 and then okay. And okay, so we need to reboot our phone and click that and this one. So just reboot it. Alright, so here now let's check the link to SD. Click that and link to SD, and let's see. Oops. Here. Yan. Kailangan magko-prompt yung what's new if you have successfully mounted yung ating ex2 partition. So here, storage info, let's see. So ex2 91% free and internal 80% free. Alright, so we've successfully installed our link to SD. So now we're going to the root access, which is the ROM toolbox Lite, and we are going to grant the access for root access, of course. And here, root browser, yes, download that utility file. Okay, now we need to copy the f-stub, which is located siya sa MNP SD card 2, and that will be the external SD card. And this one, you need to hold that and copy and go back to home and go to system and then etc and then scroll at the bottom. Makikita nyo na merong bold f-stub, which is this one. I'm just going to rename this to .bak or .backup. Okay, and now you can paste the file that we copied. So there, f-stub. Now hold that again and then change the permission and just set it to read and write yung apat lang, and then it must be RWRR, so 644. Alright, so there, once you have successfully did that, you need to reboot again. Alright, so wait for a couple of seconds again. Alright, so now let's check our storage. Let's go back to system settings and check the storage. So now, as you can see, the phone storage is 11.90 gigabytes and the SD card is 2.07 gigabytes. So it means successfully we have swapped the internal and external storage ng ating phone. So now we can enjoy installing games on our phone without having problem of transferring it to our SD card. So ang next natin is the change DPI, which is you're going to ROM toolbox Lite and swipe it to the build prop editor and press OK. So now when you scroll at the bottom, makikita nyo nawala yung LCD density. So we need to click the plus sign, and this one, just scroll at the bottom part, just choose ro.sf.lcd density, this one, and a default na 160, you need to change it to 170 and then add. So now you need to reboot the phone again. So there, reboot, okay. So wait again for a couple of seconds. Alright, so there, as you can see that my phone is much smaller yung icons. So there, as you can see, 5 columns and 7 rows. Alright, so there, as you can see, now we can check again the Play Store if it's compatible here. And it just Angry Birds there. So the Angry Birds is fully compatible. So lahat ng apps ng Angry Birds is there. So let's check another one, which is the Viber. Usually kasi sa Spice, when you download the stock ROM of Spice, hindi compatible yung Viber. But here, it's compatible. And Line. Oops, sorry. link2sd. Oh, there. Line. It's fully working. It's fully compatible. And next is Blood and Glory. So there, it's fully compatible. all the versions are there. So now all we have to do is just restore our backup on our titanium backup if you have backup your phone. So it's very easy, just copy the titanium folder backup on your SD card, which is now on the phone memory kasi nag-swap na sila. So I'll just, as you can see, restore missing apps, and restore missing app plus system data. So I'll just restore the missing app, not with the system data, or all apps with data. Anyway, so let's see this one. The second, not that one, the first one, restore missing. So let me just check kung meron akong mga apps na hindi kailangan install dito. This one, mobile uncle, I don't need this to install, so I just uncheck that. So other stuff, I think it's okay. Alright, so now I'll just click that check and I'll just wait for it to install. So this is a free version ng titanium backup, so you will prompt it one by one. So if you don't want that to happen, you need to download the pro version, which I have a pro version that I'll be using. So I need to install that, so later. Alright, so that's how you restore the backup of your phone. And now here's a quick tip also. On the ROM toolbox light, if you really don't want ads showing on your screen like this one, it has an ad, but here you can click the ad blocker and just turn on all that. Did you know that? Yeah, black risky, black casino, black porn, black ads. Then click this one and it will add the ad block host on your system file. So there, I need to reboot and just press yes, and let's see if it has successfully removed the ads. So now let's go back to our ROM toolbox. So as you can see, it's now block. So hindi na ads. So yung ROM toolbox na ads lang yung meron, which is naka-built-in yun sa kanila. So as you can see, successfully wala na yan. And here, titanium backup also I think have a ads. So now it will not be showing the ads there. Alright, so there, as you can see, as easy as that, you have installed and change the DPI of your phone, swap the internal and external, and restore the backup. And of course, I also forgot the link to SD. So change the link to SD or transfer the file. So just click the file there and move to SD. So let's first check kung ilan yung storage natin. Storage info, 80% and 94%. Alright, so take note of that. 80% and 94%. And we will transfer this, move to SD. So let's see kung mag-move siya. Alright, there. And then click that again. Create link. Okay. So there. So now, all I have to do is check again. 80%, 94%. So hindi ganun kalaki yung file kasi kaya hindi nag-move. So hindi siya kapansin-pansin. But as you can see, once na merong link to SD card, it means na transfer na yun sa second partition natin. Alright? So usually I do this after the backup. So makikita nyo lahat dito ng mga naka-installed na apps on my phone, and pwede siya malink to your external partition. Alright, so that's how you do all this stuff, and it's been quite long video, but I think it will really benefit on your phone. So there, if you have any problems that you have encountered while you're doing this stuff, don't hesitate to leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video if it helped you a lot. Alright, so see you on my next tutorial video.